welcome back. This is going to be part 23 of the Spy Hunter sit-down restoration. I'm going to try my best to finish this in this video. First thing I want to do is clean the monitor. It's extremely dirty. I want to put the plastic bezel that goes around it and the piece of tinted plexiglass on there. I did repaint that top piece that holds the back glass on because I had cleared it and it was kind of striped looking. I did it in the sunlight and it kind of like had spray lines in it, so I resprayed it because I just didn't like the way it looked. I was missing one of the plastic tabs that hold the black plastic on, so I just made one out of a piece of sheet metal. I already spray painted the back side of it, but I just made another one right here out of a piece of sheet metal. That's usually what I'll do if that happens. I think I might have a couple laying around somewhere, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to give them up in case I do need one. You know, some of this stuff is just hard to find, or you know, I don't know what people do with them. It just amazes me. Like this one had 3 or 4. Like, where'd the 4th one go? Did they just drop it on the floor and kick it under the game years ago? I don't know. I always wondered about that. You know, are people in that much a hurry that they can't put one more screw in or bend down and pick something up? I don't understand it. I try to put everything back in. Every screw that I can, unless it's physically impossible. Like, it's just too far stripped out. And usually I still try to find a way. But, you know, there's a rare occasion where you might not be able to get something put back in. This monitor has a little bit of screen burn, but I'll tell you what, it's really not that bad. It wasn't too dirty, really. I did clean it once. So now, this screen bezel, I had resprayed this. I'm sure I showed it in the video. But I sprayed some paint on this because it just wasn't looking good. It was the black was looking old and it was looking kind of gray and dingy and dirty. And no matter how much I cleaned it, it just didn't seem to want to look good. You know what I mean? And I want the owner to look through the glass and see a nice brand new looking piece of plastic. I mean, that looks freaking awesome. So that just sets on here. And I do have new screws for this because, once again, like everything else, it had 3 different screws in the freaking plastic. Had a Phillips in one side, a square head or a 1/4-inch drive on the other side. So I just got 4 1/4-inch drive screws. And another thing, it says right here, front of TV tube, both sides of all glass and plastic must be cleaned with a anti-static cleaner only. Okay, no big deal, window cleaner. But anyways, don't take this thing and put it upside down or backwards. I mean, I don't get it. That's just some of the dumb stuff I see all the time. But I guess, you know, back in the 80s, it was all about getting them working and on the floor, I guess, as fast as possible. They had to make their money. And usually these plexiglass is usually not ever scratched up bad, just because nobody ever really can touch it other than the operators because it's behind the glass. And as many games as I've restored, most of these don't see a cleaner and a rag for a long time. Sets in there like that. And I've already lost my 4 screws. There they are. spin that piece over so I can paint the other side real quick. And I'm going to hide that up in the top corner. You won't really see it, but if you were to see it, you'll never notice it. Probably gonna have to use a ratchet. This cabinet, everything is crammed so far up in there because you sit down, they had to kind of move stuff around. Grabbing a 1/4-inch ratchet. Now, I can't put the glass and stuff back on until we get the light bulbs working for the weapons and all that. I'm gonna have to probably pull that board out. We only had one light bulb dimly lit. And I highly doubt they're all blown out. I mean, I could be wrong. Actually, this one might be blown out. No, it looks connected. Doesn't mean it's not blown out though. Yeah, we'll probably have to pull that weapons or the light board out and start with replacing that resistor and see if that does anything, and then go from there. I'm waiting for that paint to dry on that one tab. Then we can put that on, and then the screens together. We can move the, we got to get the back glass on the back seat, which we can do that now while that tab is drying. Work on that. I got to grab some screws. All right, I'm going to plug in the coin door. Now. And we still have to put together the switches, the volume pots and stuff onto the bracket. Another thing I should probably do is plug the seat in, make sure both light bulbs work before I put the glass in, because if they don't work and I got to replace a starter or something, well then I'm going to have to take it back apart. So probably be wise to plug it in real quick. And we don't have to plug the whole cabinet in right now. We could just plug in the screen wires here. Man, oh, apparently I never put them through. Sweating already. Okay. Whew. Let's turn this bad boy on and see if these light up. Yeah, we're back to 90 degrees and real humid again for today, tomorrow, I think, and Monday. I think it's supposed to cool off again. Nothing? Really? Neither of the light bulbs gonna turn on? Oh, there's one. Oh, I saw a spark. Sparky. There we go. Now I'm going to turn it off and back on and make sure that it's okay. Let it sit for a couple seconds. Let the energy drain out of it. Turn it back on. I just want to make sure. Brand new bulbs, so those connectors inside might have a little bit of corrosion or something on them. Just enough to where you have to twist it around a little bit to get them to make good contact. You know, chances are they're going to pick it up, and the van ride home could also loosen them up. So they might have to tighten them back up. Starters, probably going to need new starters. FS2. No, it's the bulb. It's not the starter. What the hell? It's making full contact. I could see it. Oh. It's a good thing I'm testing them. You know it's humid when you barely do anything and your forearm starts sweating. Okay, that one lit. And this one's not lighting now because that starter must be crappy. So I'm gonna go grab a starter. See how that just turned on and off? Come on. Can't see. Okay, that starter is bad. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a starter. Okay. This one I think is okay, but we're going to put another new one down here. Much faster. And that one up there works on the top marquee, but it's a little bit slow. I can't get to that one right now. I'll have to do that one after. But I'm going to turn the game off one more time. Let it stay off for a second. This black writing one is definitely garbage. And I missed. Bounced right out. Ugh. I usually buy these starters about a dozen at a time. You can order them on eBay, Amazon. Look at that. Look at how fast those light up. Up there, look at how slow that one is going. I might have to change that starter too. I have to grab a third one. I thought I had 3 in my hand, but apparently I only had 2. But yeah, let's see how long that upper one takes to turn on. Is it going to turn on? There it goes. Okay, let me go grab one more. All right, I put a new one up there. Had to get it from behind. Okay, on. This bottom one's giving me an issue. It's a brand new starter. It's got to be a connection on the bulb. The metal tabs look fine. Apparently this one's going to be finicky. Oh, freaking stupid. Sit off for a second. This is the dumb stuff you got to do sometimes, guys. I sanded those pins to make sure it was getting a little bit better of a contact. All right, I'm not touching it. It works. I'm gonna go grab that lower bracket. I can't put that together. They didn't give me this bracket either. That holds the glass. So all I can do is put this lower bracket on. I can put the top bracket on, but I can't put that marquee in either. So that kind of sucks. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't have the parts. I don't have the parts. kind of wanted to see this thing completely put together. I guess I could maybe mimic it, like kind of halfway put it together. But yeah, that sucks. Okay, just want to see how this looks in here. It looks awesome. What I could probably do is just put like a little screw or something up there once it's all together, just to give it its final, so we could see this thing all done and together. But obviously not going to do it right this minute because I got to move stuff around and I don't need the piece of glass to fall and break. Let me grab that other marquee. This one turned out way nicer. So that goes on like that. Now these pieces of glass are all original, so they're in pretty good shape. So I can screw that top bracket on. I'm using black-headed Phillips screws. You can find these on eBay or Amazon. Okay, we can at least plug in the speaker, see if we get some sound. I got to put the couple brackets in the coin door still for the coin bucket. Still got to do that. Oh, we got to do the wiring first for the sound. These are for the Did I have this wrong? do. Whoops, plugged the wrong connector in. Wouldn't do it any harm. Okay, that's there. I'm not going to plug that in yet. I don't want to send power to those wires because we got to solder those back on. So that's going to be the next thing. I'm going to run to Home Depot real quick before they close. I'm going to go grab some new bolts because these are pretty damn bad. And we're going to put new ones in. These hold the two cabinets together. Okay, I'm going to work on soldering the wires back on to the switch and to the potentiometers. Now I left a little bit of wire on each one so I knew which wire went where, and I'm just going to do one at a time and solder them onto this. Okay, all that is back together. Now we can plug this thing in and see if we have sound. And I put the last screw in the screen bezel up there. Coin lights work. We got a audio hum. I wonder if the volume's up real high on those potentiometers. This isn't flashing either. You can drive over there because it thinks it's part of the road. Okay, so now we have to figure out why nothing's flashing. I'm going to take that board out I think I heard the song playing at first. Let's redo that to make sure. Yeah, when you turn it on, it should, the center red button should blink. Let's give it a credit, if I can. All right, so it's got a credit. Okay. All 4 speakers are working. So awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that lamp driver board out, and we'll take a look at that next. Okay, let's change out this resistor first. See if it does anything different. R19, when I looked it up, a lot of people say check R19. If this isn't it, it very well could be one of these guys here, which are ULN 2068s. I know for sure I don't have any of them. Those are, I believe, are relays, or used as a relay. Just kind of looking everything over here. All right, so I buy these kits on Amazon. This is a 2-watt, 2.2 ohm resistor, okay? So if you buy these kits on Amazon, this is a 2-watt kit. They come labeled, and I like that because then I don't have to sit here and look at the stripes and figure out what's what. So we need a 2.2 ohm. And this kit comes with a 2.2 ohm. Maybe. The hell? It's a 220. Yep, it's on there. 100. 1K, 2R2. I think that's it. This is a 22. Just making sure I'm reading these right because they are labeled a little strange. 1M, 2K2, okay, 2.2K ohm. This one right here is 2.2 ohm. Sort of kind of labeled like shit. $22. Here's a 2K. Okay. I believe it's the 2R2. but I am going to double check. Never can be too safe. Yep. A 2R2 is a 2.2 ohm resistor. I thought so, but you know, it takes 2 seconds to Google something just to verify it so you don't screw something up. We're going to pop out this one. Don't know if it's going to work, but this has a red stripe on this side, 2 red stripes. I'm going to put it in the same direction. I don't think it matters, but I'm going to put it in the same way. Man, that's freaking on there. This is probably not the problem. Looking for anything else that could be funky. Everything looks really good. I mean, the solder joints look good, but I can go over them. All right, well, we'll leave it dangle. We'll plug it in and see if anything happens with the lights. I got to cut these 2 legs off. My cutters are over there. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's gonna work. We'll see. Nope. Oh, we got a different glitch now. I need to get a weapons van or something so I can see. Because this one's flashing a little bit right there for some reason. It's hard to play like this with the screen fucked up. Seriously, dude? You threw me right off the screen. Look at how far the steering needs calibrated. You know what? We can go into test mode. I believe we can go into test mode and test all that stuff. And the sounds. Probably have to turn it off. Let's see if it wants to go into test. Okay, cool. This is freaking hard because the monitor's so far away. All right, position cursor using the smoke and oil thumb button. Start with sounds. Use the weapons van button to select test. Stupid bugs. I heard smoke. I swear when it went through, I did not hear that. Okay, so how do I get out of this screen? Exit. Yeah, I don't think I heard it unless I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so sounds are all working. Let's go down to pot calibration. Okay, steering wheel calibration. Okay, center steering wheel. Right there. Look at how far off that is. Okay, the value of the wheel should be 8C. Push weapons van button. Well, it's not 8C. So what the hell is that supposed to mean? That's 8C. But that's not centered. I wonder if the pot needs moved in the steering wheel. I'll bet you it does. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now then. Well, we can check the gas pedal. Okay, release gas pedal should be OR. OF. I mean, it's close, I guess. I don't know yet. Can you check the lights? What the hell is output port? Maybe that's it. What the hell's I don't know. Nothing out of the left trigger. Why is missiles? It's like stuck on. I can hear it clicking. So we have a problem with missiles. Oil slick's working, smoke's working, machine gun's working, weapons button's working. Low, high, left. See, that says center right there. Look at that. The missile goes off when I turn the wheel. We got a bad wire inside the steering somewhere. But it's saying centered right here. Gas pedal. All right. So yeah, we got a bad missile wire. Not the end of the world. Hopefully it's in this part, and I don't have to take the handle apart. Well, I highly doubt I'm getting this finished tonight, but that's okay. I need to figure out this lamp driver board. I wonder if I'm gonna have to turn this off. Let's see if the steering's straight at least, maybe. Did I not credit it? better, not perfect. It's not horrible. It's a little off. Where am I? I need a damn weapons van. There goes the oil van. This screen's too black. If it stays that black, I won't be able to see the oil. I need to brighten the screen up. Come on, dude. Get out of my way. Are you serious? I'm just trying to get oil, dude. I saw the oil truck. Oh boy. Come on. Where are you at, oil truck? I'm not going to be able to get oil. I can't see a damn thing. Steering's got to go a little bit to the right. I don't know if my gas is going fast enough either. That might need adjusted too. Because I should be able to drive faster than those guys that are bumping me off the road. Get away from me. Come on, Smoke. Get your ass up here. Well, at least this is comical. I'll bet you this is on a real hard setting. Why are you over there, oil truck? Oh. I want 9 coins. What the hell happened? I want 9 coins. Shit. Why did it do that? Let's see here. Position, smoke and oil thumb button. Difficulty level 3. Use missile and machine to change. So difficulty 1. My missile button is not working. Okay. Let's see if that fixes that. Makes that a little bit easier. Come on, dude. Just freaking come real quick. Thank you. Yep, there's no lights flashing. Yeah, because the smoke lamp should have came on. Screwing with the wires. You know, I'm gonna grab my meter and see if I have power. I think R19 is supposed to have 12 volts. I believe at R19. 13 volts. .2 volts. We have voltage at the board. So it's probably one of these two guys. And I don't have one. Alright, well, let's leave that for right now. I'll just worry about that in a little bit. Let's turn this off. Let's pull the board out. Let's check the sockets on the middle board. See what's going on with that. See if maybe I'll get lucky and the chip's just not seated right or something. Let me get the board out. Okay, somebody asked me if I could explain how the plates go on. I thought I did in the last video, but I guess not. Or when I put the caps on it. So the top board, the only board that's visible is your sound I/O board, okay? That's your only board that you can see that's not between metal plates. As far as the ribbon cables go, I put the red stripe on 24. You can put it on 1 as well. It doesn't matter. But now that I'm thinking about this, is I put new cables on here, but I did not reflow the pins. So we need to reflow the pins for the ribbon cables. So this is the top board. All these pins we should reflow just to be on the safe side. I'm even going to do the ones where they connect in. So this is the top board, okay? Now you have a board. Obviously, they're not labeled, okay? But after you take the top board off, you can't get to any other boards from this side, okay? So you have two little nipples here, all right? And the nipples farthest to the outer edge is where the ribbon cable side of the board goes, if that makes sense. I already wrote on here, soundboard ribbon cables this way. Okay, so once you take the soundboard off, and you know that your ribbon cables are towards you because your little nubs are to the very back edge of the plate. Let me make sure you're in camera here. Make sure I can, yes, okay. So now, take this board set and just go like this. And just keep it the same direction. Just roll it over. Keep the ribbon cables, these first set, coming towards you. Okay, now you have the bottom plate. All right, so we got to take out these 4 screws. And I don't know what somebody spilled on here. It almost looks like urethane. Now these 4 screws are going to be the longer ones, okay? And there's going to be another 4 set of screws that are going to be longer. The only short set of screws is on the soundboard. So this bottom plate, you want to use the long nub here that's facing those first 2 ribbon cables, okay? This is the back plate. And then you have ones on this side that are down. Okay, so the ones that are down farther go on the side with the 3 ribbon cables. The ones that are on the edge go on the side with the 2 ribbon cables. And once again, I labeled this. So now we're in the this board here, which is the bottom board, okay? Once again, we're going to go and reflow all these pins because I forgot to do them. Now, we can leave that board connected if we want to, but we're just going to pop it out. But we could leave the ribbon cables connected if we wanted to. So now we have that board out. Okay, now we have 1 plate left, which is the middle plate. And I hope this helps the person that messaged me and asked me if I could explain how these go. And hopefully you could stop the video and physically see which way the plates are going. Now the two notches are all going the same way. They all go to the one way. I wrote on here middle. And then this one just gets popped up like that. And now we're in the middle board, and this is where this is the video board, I guess. So we have a bunch of socketed chips here. And look at what I found, guys. Right here. We have a socketed chip right here. We have a chip right here with a leg hanging right out. Not even in the socket. And I was hoping that something like that would happen. And maybe I'll get lucky and that's the only issue. I don't know. But that's definitely an issue. I don't know what this chip does. See, that's what happens is people come in here and reseat these things and then one doesn't make it right back in where it needs to. They're clean. I don't remember if I messed with the socketed chips or not on this board. Maybe I did it. I don't remember if I did or not, though. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I'm not going to say I did it or I didn't because I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the video. I know I messed with the board. I know I changed the ribbon cables, but I don't think I re-socketed. I don't think I popped the chips out and pushed them back in. Yeah, they're all pretty clean. I mean, there's nothing I would be concerned about, to put it that way. I could run an eraser thing on them, but I'm just going to pull them and push them back in for now and put this back together and see what happens now that that pin is actually in the socket. But I am going to unsocket and resocket all these, and we are going to flow the pins on all the ribbon cables, which I'll probably just do that in high speed because that's going to take a little bit. I probably need a new battery. My battery's dying on that to get another one out. But I'm hoping and praying that that fixes the graphic glitch that we're having. That would be really nice. But like I said, I'm not an MCR expert guy. I don't know what these chips do. But I noticed that this one's out far, and I didn't pay attention when I took it out. But that clearly looks like it could have definitely been outside the socket by how bent that is. Probably should pay a little bit more attention. All right, so I've done these 5. Those are all in. Just gonna look real quick. Everything else seems to be in. I don't think these little ones really matter, but yeah, I'm not going to mess with those right now. In theory, you should probably put the board right back together after you find something like that and see if it changes, rather than screwing with a bunch of other shit, because then you don't know if that was the issue or if it was because you reseated something else. But we're already opened up and I don't feel like putting it back together and taking it back apart again. This is a CPU board. Actually, I wonder if I Google it, if it'll tell me what that one does. We can look real quick. What does B2 do on a Spy Hunter Arcade CPU board? It's a RAM chip. My internet sucks tonight. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's saying that that would be responsible for saving settings and stuff, if this is correct. So that might not be the graphics issue. If that's the case, obviously it's not the graphics issue. I don't know if I took this one out already. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these. I'll put it on high speed. I'm gonna finish these. I'm gonna reflow all the ribbon and edge connectors, even the one that the power plugs into and everything. And then we'll put it back in the game and see what happens. Okay, all the ribbon cables are reflowed. All the pins for the other connectors are all reflowed. I reseated the chips on the middle board, the bottom board. This is a sound board. Everything seems to be working. Controls all seem to be working, except for the missile button, which has nothing to do with this. It's in the steering wheel. So let's put this back in the game. Video cable goes in the middle. And the video cable plug has one pin longer than the plug on the board, and it has a block off pin on the first one and the fourth pin. All right, let's let that sit there. Let's turn the game on. The graphics issue is fixed. And if you remember 2 videos back, I said the screen was shaking a little bit. That is also corrected. So we have no more graphics glitch. We need to fix the missile button. We need to adjust the steering pot. The screen is a little bit too wide. I need to narrow the screen up a little bit. See if I can do that. And that's my own fault. I just, actually, I think I could stick my mirror right here and see between the monitor and the cabinet. Can't see anything. Even my light. A little bit wider and shift it that way a little bit. Try shifting it first. Stupid bug, right in my eyeball. That's good. I'm happy with that. Shaking's gone. We need to brighten the black up. Black needs to be gray or you'll never see the oil slick. What was that noise? That's a little better. It's a little grayer. Okay. Well, not sure if I can fix the lamp driver board without having those chips. It has 12 volts. It has 5 volts. Might have to take mine out and just put that one in here for now and then fix this one when I order parts, which isn't a big deal. I mean, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I'm just glad that the main PCB is now 100% working. Just wish I could get the lamp driver board to work. That would be really, really cool. I think my red's up too high still. Yeah, it's still a little pink. For some reason, red on Spy Hunter is always cranked up. I think my blue is a little bit high as well. Red still looks high. Still got a pink hue to it. I'm gonna have to crank the green a hair because red's all the way down. It's a little better. I think my focus is off a little bit. Man, that red is powerful. See, I like black to be really black, and you can't do it in this game. It just makes the game look so much nicer, but you can't do it. It's gonna have to be right there. All right, so I'm gonna call this video ended. I was hoping to be completely done, but we made huge strides, I think. We have a working board. All our sounds work. Everything works steering-wise, button-wise, except for missile. So basically we have a lamp driver board to fix and a missile button to fix. And I think we're done, guys. I think this will be complete at that point. So tomorrow we'll work on it again and see if we just can't get this thing finished up. You know, as I sit here and try to adjust the monitor till it looks perfectly, it might change on the ride home. You know, it's going to bounce around in a van for an hour on the way home. So that's something you got to keep in mind too, is you can only get this stuff so close, and if anything moves, then it's all out of whack and it's got to be redone. But this looks pretty good right here. I'm pretty happy with that. I have red. I have the red drive down all the way and the regular red. I believe the red drives down all the way. Let me spin it the other way to make sure. That's green. Yep. They're both down all the way. Red's just cranking. But, all right, guys, let me know what you think. If anybody has any ideas on that lamp driver board, let me know. It's more than likely those two. And there's nothing I could do about it other than just put mine in there, order those chips when they come, put it in this one, and put it in my game. It's not a big deal. I just hope that fixes that, because then I just have a missile button to fix, put the glass on, wipe it down a little bit, and we're done with it. And I want to do like a cool final video on it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure out something. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night or morning, whatever it is by the time this uploads.